This problem is from the textbook, page 583, problem number 4. I'd like you to solve 2/3 n minus 2/3 equals n over 6 plus 4/3. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do on this problem is I'm going to put a fence so I can separate the left side and the right side. So I'm going to just draw a straight line down here. One thing you're going to notice about this problem is we have fractions, and we're going to go ahead and use something called fraction busting. And our goal is to get rid of our fractions. It just makes it a little bit easier to deal with the problems. If you notice right here, I've got a 3, 3, 6, and 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm trying to find a common denominator with all of those. And our common denominator we're going to use is 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 6. I'm going to multiply this side by 6, and then I'm going to do the same thing by multiplying the right-hand side by 6. And since we have something that's being subtracted on this left-hand side, and you've got a number on the outside that is now being multiplied, let's go ahead and let's distribute. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to rewrite it out here. So 6 times 2/3 n minus 6 times 2/3. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to get 6 times n over 6 plus 6 times 4 over 3. So let's start on the left-hand side with this first term. We have 6 times 2/3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify it by canceling. I have a 6 here and a 3 here. I can divide 6 by 3, and I have 2 remainder. And then over here, I have 3 divided by 3, and I have a 1. So 2 times 2 will get me 4, so I'll write down 4n. And notice how we've gotten rid of the fraction. I'm going to go to the next term. Let's put our minus in here. And with the next term, we have a 6 and a 3, same situation. So cross these two out, divide by 3, I get a 2. Divide by 3, I get a 1. 2 times 2 is 4, and then 4 over 1 is 4. A little equal right here. Now let's head over to the right-hand side. I have 6 times n over 6. I can actually cancel these two. Gives us a little 1 left over. And 1 times n is just n. So I'm going to write this down as an n. And over here, let's put 6 over 1. Let's divide by 3. We get a 2. Divide by 3, I get a 1. 2 times 4 is 8. And to finish up the problem, we just need to go ahead and solve it by getting everything on the same side, same variable. I have an n and a 4n. So I'm going to subtract n from both sides. Okay, on the right-hand side, I can cross those out because that makes a 0. And then on the right-hand side, I have an 8 left over. On the left-hand side, I've got 4n minus n. Remember, we put a 1 in front, so that's really 3n minus 4. Then we're going to solve it for n by adding 4 to both sides. We're adding it because here we are subtracting, so we're doing the inverse operation. So let's do that to both sides. Makes a 0. We end up with 3n equal to 12. And to finish solving that, we're going to divide by 3. Divide by 3. And if we divide by 3, these cross out, so I get an n on the left-hand side. And then 12 divided by 3, I get a 4. So we end up with n being equal to 4. And that should be your final answer on that one.